Hey, we are here in our studio and we wanted to just talk about a product, these mics. We wanted to talk about these mics because they are very good podcasting mics for creators who are just getting started.
Absolutely.
We're talking about them with 300 plus podcast
experience,
and we've used these mics for every single episode. Ever since the beginning, we use these.
We've always been super impressed with the quality of them. Traditionally, in recording audio, you have a difference between a dynamic and a condenser mic. If you don't know the difference, I'll tell you in a second, but you have to kind of make a decision what your audio needs are. Traditionally, a condenser mic is one that you record things like audio recording, voice recording, or like violins in a studio where someone is not touching the microphone. And those have always been really sensitive, but the most crispy. There's an audio term for you. That's traditionally what gave you that crispy sound, that really clear sound in a person's voice or in an instrument was from a condenser mic. A dynamic mic is like the handheld ones. It's the ones that musicians bring on stage where they're bumping it around, they're throwing it around, they're dropping the mic on the ground because it's a dynamic mic. It's more durable. However, it's not as crispy, it's not as clear, it's not as clean of a audio recording or a person's voice coming through a sound system. The cool thing about these is these are actually dynamic microphones.
They're.
The reason why is because Shure, the company, is really moving the needle in technology and audio. They are making incredible microphones that are durable. They cut out a lot of sound around you. They're perfect for podcasting. They're perfect
a lot of background noise.
They're very clean, but they're not condensers, so they're not as sensitive. You can actually, touch them a bit. It's not gonna be a big deal.
How we have our setup, we have the mics and they go straight into a recorder. Most people would set up like a soundboard, adjust audio and stuff like that. These mics are made so that you could just hook it into a straight recorder with XLR cables and get clean audio because you don't have to adjust things, you don't have to tweak it or anything like that. And that makes it a lot more affordable for creators who are just getting started, so they don't have to buy an extra piece of equipment.
And if you're getting started, a lot of times you're still learning the process. You're still learning like how does audio editing work, and the best way to do that is before you get on all of these pieces of technology like audio boards and compressors and all of that. It's good to learn the technology inside of your editing studio, so something like Premiere or Final Cut. You can learn the ideas of like what EQ is in audio engineering and audio editing, and these microphones just give you a very clean recording to go to town on editing and learning how audio works and frequencies and all of that. So like Joshua said, recording into a recorder, we use the Tascam 4-channel audio recorder. It records onto an SD card, so you can just take that file,
pop it right in your computer,
pop it in, and then you have your audio right there, and you can edit your podcast however you want because you have the audio recording.
Shure are like the industry standard mics that people use. I mean, there's big name celebrities, big name podcasters that use
Joe Rogan uses these.
Joe Rogan used these.
Adam Levine is the person who promotes Shure microphones. They're not thousands of dollars.
They're not thousands of dollars. We have this version, but
this is more of a traditional model.
But they also have a cheaper option that gives you more options, and you can even put it into a computer with USB.
But it runs about $200 a microphone, and they have an XLR out just like these do, but you also have, like Joshua said, a USB. So if you want to do a podcast where it's just you at a computer, you do a podcast with someone over a Zoom call, you just plug your USB from the microphone directly into your computer, and your computer reads it as an audio source, and it gives you incredibly clean audio.
It works for music and on top of podcasting.
Exactly. And I know they're dynamic microphones, but because the technology is progressing so well and just the range that these microphones give you, the difference between a condenser and a dynamic, that field is shortening. Eventually there's going to be indistinguishable differences.
If you guys want to check out these mics, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, we're going to have them linked down below. If you guys use that link, that'll help us out as creators because we get a little bit of a cut back.
Yeah.
But it's also a good mic that we'd recommend regardless if we were getting anything from it or not.
Yeah.
Because we bought these
to use,
and we've used them for, like we said, 300 plus episodes.
It's going on like 3 years.
Yeah, of podcasting.
And we'll have a few links in the description. We'll have these. We'll have the cheaper option with the USB connection. We'll have the 4-channel audio recorder that we use, and maybe even one that's a step up if you're looking to spend a little bit more money on a slightly better recorder. We'll have that in the link as well. So use our links if you're looking to purchase some nice microphones for a podcast or whatever talk show you might have or content you want to create online.